Hello everyone and welcome. As I had promised, we will be opening the church on Tuesday, that's May 26th, from 12 until 2. Today what we have done is we have made the church available to facilitate this opening, maintaining 6 feet of social separation, and also what we can and what we cannot do. Remember, I know that this can be a little bit difficult, but it is for our good to protect each other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask John Heyer now to walk us through, and while we're going through, I will ask some of the questions that I anticipate that you will ask, okay? Welcome.
Thanks, Monsignor. So the first thing you're going to notice when you come into the church is that only the center doors are going to be open. You're going to be able to enter the church through the main center doors. Now, it is true that we have an elevator and our church is accessible. However, we are hoping and we are asking that anyone who might be elderly or may have some kind of predisposition or some kind of illness to please stay home. The church will be open. Everyone will be safer at a later time, and that's what we'd like you to do, is to wait till that point. But for now, our center doors of the church will be open, and you'll be able to enter the church through the main vestibule only through the center doors. When coming into the church, you'll see that there are ropes that are lining the pews. If you see a rope on a pew, that means that that pew is closed off and you cannot sit in it. If you walk around the perimeter of the church to one of the side altars, you'll be able to do so. But again, there are ropes which will not permit you to approach the altar, to touch the altar or the statues, or to light candles. On the pews, there are marks with blue tape. The blue tape crosses indicate where you can sit. So you can sit where there is blue tape. And the spots where there is no blue tape, you cannot sit. So only where there's a marked section with blue tape can you sit. Monsignor, you have any questions?
Yes. So will there be any holy water?
In order to keep everyone safe, there will be no holy water when you enter the church, including our baptismal font, which is empty and is currently only being filled up when and if we have a baptism for that particular baptism.
Can you tell us why we cannot light a candle or touch a statue, which is very important now?
So you'll notice that the candles are on. The candle stands are on, and those who have provided annual candles, their candles are lit. However, if we provided everyone the opportunity to light a candle, we would have to constantly wipe down and wash those candle stands. And we cannot do that at this time, so instead, you cannot approach the candle stands and touch them or the statues, which would also have to constantly be washed down.
Okay, another thing is, when you come, you must wear your mask. You must wear your mask. As I said in the beginning, is this challenging? Yes. But it's challenging with a very big purpose. Your safety and our safety until we know more about this disease. So we're taking every precaution to keep you safe and to keep us safe.
And Monsignor, remember, there's only 10 people allowed in the church at a time.
Right. Now, let me explain that. So if you come and there are 5 people in church, that's great. But if there are 10 people in church, we need to have you wait outside until one person leaves. We cannot have more than 10 people in church at one time, okay?
We've also ordered hand sanitizer and Purell dispensers, which will be arriving this week, and we'll have them situated at the front doors. We'll also have disinfecting wipes in a canister at the front door, and we ask that everyone take one when they enter and hold on to it so that when they're done sitting and praying, they can wipe the area that they've been in around them and then throw it out on the way out.
Okay, let's go through that again. Notice what John said. You may sit in the places where you see these blue crosses. Now, when you come in, you'll get a wipe. You'll take a wipe. When you leave, wipe down the place where you sat, wipe down whatever you touched. This will help to ensure safety not only for yourself, but for other people.
On the same ideas of touching things, don't forget, there will be no bulletins, no hymnals, no papers of any sort in the pews or accessible to you at church. For all of that information, we continue to ask you to go to our website or contact us on our Facebook in order to see the information that would usually be here in the pews.
Yes, but you know, I'm used to sitting in one particular space. That's my seat. How come I can't sit there, John?
Well, in order for us to be able to maintain a 6-foot distance, we had to rope off 2 pews that cannot be sat in. So as a result, there are pews where people cannot sit. Also, to accommodate things like columns, as well as pews that are cut, we had to make sure that we kept a 6-foot distance between people who are sitting. So I'm sorry, Monsignor, if your seat is taken right now. Just kindly move to the next pew that's available.
Remember, yes, this is challenging, but it is for our good at this particular time. We are listening, of course, to our doctors and the medical profession.
Monsignor, we're also going to have volunteers here with us, don't forget. We're going to try to have one volunteer from the parish here each day to just help with the flow of people and to make sure that there are only 10 people in the church at a time.
Yes. This is very important. So I ask you to abide with us with this right now. I promise you this will get better. This is our first phase, and so this is important. The good thing is, as difficult and as challenging as this may be, the good news is that we're going in the right direction. So we are slowly coming out of this rather unique time.
We also, unfortunately, in order to prevent the gathering of too many people, cannot do anything like collective rosaries together. You can do the rosary on your own, but not together. We also cannot do things such as celebration of Mass, prayer services, Eucharistic adoration during this time. But we're hoping as time moves forward, we'll be able to do that as long as people continue to stay safe and healthy and distant.
Okay, so our church will be open from 12 noon to 2 p.m. every day starting on Tuesday. That's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and even on Sunday, so that people could come and visit the Blessed Sacrament.
Other than that, we hope that you continue to join us on our website and streaming on Facebook for our rosary each Thursday night, for Mass each morning at 8:30, and our Sunday Mass celebration at 10 a.m., so that we can still continue to worship together in some way until we can gather here again safely as a community.
And I continue to ask you to pray for the end of this pandemic and to pray for each other.